What up, what up, what up? Hey, it's on some other shit with your boy Joe Prophet, my girl Monet Banks. Giving you opinions back with facts. Straight like that. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Hey, y'all. What's going on, man? I hope y'all are ready and excited because we have a big show for y'all today. Yeah. We have none other than Mr. Southern on the show today, Southern Media TV. He's dropping some major gems today. We're going to be talking about his journey so far, how he's been building his brand, and really just vibe out and just, let y'all know how we've been on some other shit. So if y'all are ready, we ready.
You get it.
Let's get it. All right, let's go. Hey, welcome to the show, sir.
Southern Rap Tunez, something to trap to.
Hey, one time for your mind.
Talking about original shit starter, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, this is definitely one of the biggest shit starters out here. He's doing major things. He has some big projects coming up and just a lot of shit going on. So how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. A rainy day in Columbus, Georgia, man. Just sit back, get my thoughts together, man. Doing my homework, getting ready for morning motivation with Classic Atlanta, the Green Team. Shout out to the Green Team.
Yes, sir.
Just getting everything in motion. Mixtape on the way. We're looking at about Tuesday. Tokar's putting the finishing touches on there. So shout out to Tokar's and Classic Atlanta. My mixtapes, everybody, just everybody who, allowed me to give this platform to drop this legendary mixtape that's coming out.
Hey, this boy said legendary. Y'all not ready. Before we actually get into it, Southern, just tell the people a little bit about yourself, because this is an opportunity that we have to introduce you to our fans and really get you connected. I'm sure they've seen you on our streams, dropping comments and shares and things like that. But just kind of let the people know, just a little bit about yourself.
All right, we're going to start with Richard and Famous. Richard and Famous is a brand I came up, or that my artist actually came up with, Texaco Marley. And he just came to me one day and he wanted to get into the entertainment and the music space. And he's great with rapping. And so I told him if he starts an LLC, I'll join him. So he did. He proved me, did everything he needed to do to get in line. It wasn't a question of the talent. I already knew he was dope. But just to see him put that behind himself, that just let me know he was ready to go. So we started Richard and Famous, which I'm the vice president of. Got a little bit of the drip right here because we also have a clothing line outside of it being a record label. And the only artist right now on there is Texaco Marley, which I do manage him. So that's where it started at. That was like 2018. Before then, I was actually like just quiet. Like I really never did like any social media or any advertisements. I did computer repair.
So you wait, back up. So you were you were repairing people's computers. So people would just like hit you up and you would go in and like what type of repairs?
Just usually any typical hardware or even software repairs or, viruses. Well, mostly viruses, or people need things set up like security systems, their tax office or tax software, just anything computer literate, you could call me. So
you like the ghetto geek squad?
Yeah, I just got out of the business because it seemed so much time consuming and the money, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like I was just spending a lot of time and I wasn't getting the reward for it. So I moved on from computer repair. But before then, I actually worked at Blue Cross and Blue Shield for about 6 years.
Damn, how was that?
Yeah, wow.
That was great.
I heard nobody working for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I thought that was just like an organization that was giving nothing about them damn them plastic cards for the.
No, I actually worked there for 6 years, man, and I learned a lot there. I first learned about stock. I learned about running a company. Then that's a Fortune 500 company. So just to learn something from that type of company, I was able to put that into my own business. Because once I left Blue Cross and Blue Shield, I've been working for myself ever since. Oh, y'all still there? Okay.
Yeah. You know we here.
I had been working for myself ever since, but the job just taught me or prepared me to work for myself, to get into preparing for myself. Like a lot of my computer repair customers came from the actual Blue Cross and Blue Shield. So that's where I started some of my customers at. And I always been like into like mixtape. So I always like drop my own mixtape and like just put it in the streets, put artists that I know on there along with like what's hot, and take it to the clubs, and was started doing videos too, like putting 50 videos together, like the latest videos, and putting them on a disc, and people ride them in the car. And I also slide some of like the artists from my city in there, so they kind of get that shine along with the rest of the artists. So they just turned into a trend. So I had named that Southern Rap Tune, and that's where that name arrived from. And I've been doing Southern Rap Tunes since probably about 2002, 2001, somewhere around there.
Hey, that's amazing.
So I actually turned it into a real brand in 2019. 2018, I kind of interned the brand, trying to find out, okay, it's a brand because people are behind it, but it's in the street. So how can I get people to like actually buy into it, and for it to be legitimate? So I kind of interned the business for a year to find out how I was going to make money. Then once I figured it out, man, it's been a business. I started my LLC, been a business ever since. So
that's how you do it, man. Start from the ground up, legitimize yourself, and then shit, keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Yeah,
I like that, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, I like that. Let's get back to this Blue Cross Blue Shield, man.
He's stuck on that. He like, wait, let me find out all about that.
You gotta let me know, like, what is it that that they actually do? Because, like I was telling you, all I know Blue Cross Blue Shield for is them little plastic white cards that
health insurance.
You know what I'm saying? My mama got one, my old man got one, my siblings, everybody had one of them things, but I just thought it was like insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like basically the blueprint of how insurance gets handled. People have different insurances. People call about different things. Some insurance cover things that don't cover insurance, and it's just like the database for everybody who has insurance through them. They keep up with like their record, health records and everything. So it's a lot of actually private information going on through there. But it's basically just keeping up the database for health information or their health information.
Okay.
For all their clients to just to keep track of everybody, because everybody has so many different health problems and just a whole bunch of array of other things going on, like the medicine they take, the doctors they go to, the places they're located, the service available in their town versus another town. Just a whole bunch of things with just medical insurance for their customers.
Oh, really?
There you go. You learned something new today.
All right. I'm glad you learned me that, man. I'm, already.
Right. So, getting back to your platform. So what was really the motivation for you to be like, you know what? I need to put these artists out for the world to see, or I'm going to put these tapes together. What was your motivation behind creating Southern Rap Tunes?
Like Tokar said, just turning my passion into a paycheck. Southern Rap Tunes is a passion, just something I like to do. It happened to start making me money, but it was just I wanted to do it on a bigger scale and actually like legitimize myself and have like clothing and be able to open up other brands through that. Like we have SRT photography, we have SRT films, we have SRT graphics. We have just a array of things that I do myself. We have the SRT podcast. Southern Rap Tunes is also a record label, so be looking for music coming from my actual label.
You on your masterpiece shit. Huh?
I'm telling you.
I admire people like that because I see their story, and man, I relate so much, man, because I come from those days where selling stuff out the trunk and just things of that nature. I always been an entrepreneur, so even when I was at Blue Cross, I was like selling my own products at Blue Cross to the customer or the people at Blue Cross. Right. So I always been into like just entrepreneurship, just always.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on that same thing, man. It's just, I mean, because me, I was just always a terrible employee, you know what I mean? So, but but then when I understood about, having your own and, building your own, you actually got to know how to be a good employee, you know what I mean? So you could be a good owner, a good boss, a good, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a poor employee and then try to teach somebody how to be a good employee. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
exactly. That's why I say
that. Yeah. So when I really embodied that, I mean, that's when things started to kind of take off, for us and me. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be along the same lines, man. You know what I mean? Just staying down, just staying true to what you got going on. I'm liking how you really branding the Southern Rap Tunez brand. And, like you say, you're going into the movies and the film and, you ain't say financial.
SRT Financials.
but I am. I'm so into crypto, man. I'm thinking about coming up.
Don't do that, Southern. Now we got to stay on topic. Now we go talk about crypto
clothing. Y'all be checking out for some type of crypto wear from SRT Clothing. But yeah, so a lot of people are into crypto, so I think the clothes would be dope for it.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, the crypto space is definitely taking over. You know what I mean? And if you ain't on it, you watching this, you could hit us in the comments. Hit me in the comments. We put you on this crypto wave and get you going. Because if you ain't in it right now, I ain't gonna say you're losing, but you're on the verge of losing, man. You know what I mean? Because it's going. When the wave hit real, you might not be able to get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? And you look up your partner Southern is sitting on like 20 million or something, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm telling you, that's usually how it goes. But I feel as though right now congratulations are in order. We were talking earlier and you mentioned that your podcast has actually been given the award for Podcast of the Year in your area.
I'm up for podcasting.
Okay, you're up for the award.
I need people to go vote, so you can link in my bio and actually go vote for me. But and I worked real hard this year because last year I felt like I worked real hard and I didn't get no recognition, and I couldn't believe it because the year before I got probably just in this one award show I had got maybe 8 nominations, you know what I mean? And I don't even rap, so just to be in a part of an award show and get nominated for 8 different things. That was great. I took home clothing brand of the year with Texaco Marley, Richard and Famous. So we won that in 2019. But 2020, strangely, I was not nominated for nothing. And I kind of took it to the okay, this gonna light my fire right here. I'm gonna make sure they don't miss me. They
gonna see me.
They gonna have to say something about me because I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
That's what you do, Southern. If you feel like you've been slighted, you feel like they don't appreciate what you bring to the table. You just take it out on the craft,
Yeah, that's what
more into the craft, put it more into the mixtapes, put it more into the branding, you know what I mean, and just make them feel it, you know what I mean, and then everything it'll come full circle. You feel me?
Exactly. So I mean, for those of you who are listening, make sure you tap in with Southern on his social media platform. You can follow him at SRT Media TV and click on his link tree, and that will take you to anything and all things Southern Rap Tunez and anything that he's involved in, so that you can also go vote for him and also just check out the other things that he's been working on, his clothing line and his mixtape that's coming up this week as well. So make sure you guys get tapped in with that. My next question is, so aside from your upcoming projects, what do you feel has been the most difficult part about your journey building your brand and your business?
Staying grounded, not celebrating my wins, but not celebrating them to the point I feel like I won overall, if you know what I mean. Not just trying not to get content or, relax, laid back, just trying to stay driven, just every day got myself in something, tied up with something. I love what we got going on with the with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in Clubhouse, writing your stuff down and come back and report. It just helps me out more getting stuff done, then able to see me getting stuff done, checking it off the list. So the most important thing, just staying hungry, motivated.
Right.
Yeah, just having that right people around you, because I feel like if you don't have the support, it's like it's hard without support.
It is. I would agree with that.
Sometimes no support is all the motivation you need. You know what I mean? If you feel like you ain't getting this, that's probably, maybe I'm just speaking for myself. In my opinion, like if I feel like I'm not getting the support or the, whatever from people, then I mean that's really all the motivation I need to just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? To get to strike the fire. You know what I mean? And like we saying, H-Town, put it in their face. You know what I mean? And just keep mashing on them. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. A lot of, and the thing about it, Southern too, a lot of people will, it's like they kind of like they want to be with where you are and do what you're doing, but they don't really have the balls to do it. And they see that you do it, and it's like, I don't want to say it's a jealousy thing at first, but it's just like, damn, if he can do it, I could do it. Man, you just keep mashing and you stay consistent and, you just keep going. Then it's like, that's when the respect and all the, the followers and fans, and that's when they just start coming. Like, I've been down with Southern. I remember that. Yeah. And you like, well, shit. We looking back, we go look at them tapes, and it's 0 people, 0 likes, 0, all that, But it's just what it is, man. That's how it goes, And I think it's just like a test of our fortitude. You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna keep mashing because you feel like somebody ain't supporting you? Are you gonna keep moving because you feel like you ain't getting the love from people that you feel like should be giving you that love,
Yeah, I start worrying about it, man, and then start worrying about the people who support me. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Right. Come on now. Right. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Often, and we're all human, and it does hurt. I mean, shit, I'm gonna be honest, like you have to focus on the people who support you, but at the same time, in the back of your mind, you're like, dang, the people who I thought were going to be my biggest supporters were the people who were. Yeah,
it kind of gets you down, but at the same time, just worry about those who are genuinely supporting you. So shout out to OG Tech. I just seen him up there.
Yes, sir. The green team is tapped in. Shout out to OG Tech.
What's happening? What's happening? Yes, he called me and checked on me today. That man don't know me from a can of paint. Met him in Clubhouse. We've been brothers ever since. So shout out to OG Tech.
For real.
Oh, really?
That's major. And the support, having that support, it makes you feel good, and it keeps you motivated to continuously put out great content. And that's why I'm like, even if it's 2 or 3 people that's constantly supporting you, give those 2 or 3 people the best that you can give. Provide the best content possible, or, whatever your message is, make sure you're delivering it to the highest level. So I would definitely agree with that. But what advice would you have for people who are trying to follow in your path, or who are looking to kind of jumpstart their situation?
Turn yourself into a brand. Treat yourself like a department store. Have plenty of items for sale.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, and digital items, man. Yeah. That's really, I need to tap into that digital tech space, man. Have you some kind of digital, what we call it? I don't know the word for it, just digital book.
Diversify your portfolio.
Digital resources, man.
Yeah, diversify your portfolio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
It's so important to be versatile, because you always have to be prepared. When people are referring you, or they're like, there's somebody that I know who could do this. Be prepared, whether it is virtual, in person, especially with how things are going on now. You just want to make sure you are prepared at every level. So that was a good point that you brought up.
For anybody starting, most definitely turn yourself into a business. I think that's the first step you should do if you want to get into any type of space that I'm in.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to talking about the NBA and recapping. But before we start talking about that, I just want to highlight my girl, Zalia. So Zalia, she was actually the first Black girl to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee. So she is only 14 years old. She's actually a hooper who does spelling on the side. She is a boss in her own right. She also holds 3 Guinness World Records for dribbling, bouncing basketballs and juggling simultaneously. So shout out to my girl. This is a major thing that's going on. Black girl magic is flourishing all over the place. So I just wanted to give her a quick shout out because, like I said, she's doing incredible things. And I mean, in 100 years now, 100 years since the inception of the National Spelling Bee, there's not been a Black winner.
For 100 years? Man, stop.
They've been going for, it says 100 years.
I wonder what the first spelling bee was. How they going? That was real. I mean, 100?
100 years.
I could have went for 60 if it 100.
100. There ain't been another Black person. So the fact that it's this young lady, she's from Harvey, Louisiana.
Okay.
So Louisiana's acting bad, right? The boot.
Yeah, she's #1 ball player in her state too.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she's a
baller. Like she's a baller.
Certified hooper. You know what I mean? Certified, you know.
So we're not gonna play with y'all. I just want to let the people know that Black girls, Black women, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we doing our thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So make sure y'all are sending some congratulatory messages. She was actually on the ESPYs last night too, which I was surprised. I was proud to see her there. She was there celebrating.
Wasn't that spelling bee? Wasn't that on ESPN?
Yes.
All right, you know, so she deserves to be at the ESPY. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I did the spelling bee. What grade was I? 5th grade.
Okay.
The word that took me out, I was nervous. The word that took me out was comedian. I spelled it with an E instead of an A at the end. They got me. So I was like that. You know, she's living my dream. I'm living vicariously through.
So when you get the word wrong, like how do they exit you off their stage?
Oh, so okay, and everyone's so calm about it too. You know, so they're like, "That was incorrect." And then they'll ask you just like return and like on exit stage left.
No escort, no Sandman sweep.
Nope, they just literally say, "I'm sorry, but that was incorrect." Then they'll say their little spiel and ask you to exit the stage. That's it.
Did you cry in the car?
I definitely cried in the car because it was me and one Asian girl. Her name was Anna Wynn. Anna Wynn, if you're listening to this.
So Young got dead on your ass.
She got dead on my ass. So if it was me and her left on stage, and I lost to Anna Wynn. So shout out to Anna Wynn. This was
Anna. Where you at, man? Tap in, man. Where you at? She probably a doctor or something.
I know.
Who knows, man?
She went on to be great, clearly.
Kind of computer scientist. So. All right.
Yes. Okay. So now let's get into the NBA. Game 3 is actually tonight. Game 3 of the NBA Finals is tonight, guys. So, who you got? Who you got, Southern?
I got the Bucks tonight.
Okay. You're not wrong. I agree with that. I feel like the Bucks are gonna win tonight.
I just feel like the Bucks they need to win tonight. They, you know, they need to win. They take this L tonight, shit, it's over. I said if they went down 2-0, they was gonna get swept. And I had Milwaukee. I had Milwaukee winning this thing 4-2. I ain't wrong still, but I mean the way they lost them 2 games, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that lets you know the Suns got this. But I think the Suns gonna win the overall series.
I do too. I'm calling it 4-2.
And I feel like they are deserving, but I don't know. It's just something about CP3 that just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is.
You do not like CP3.
His history. It's his history.
Probably second too.
Then he been celebrated and ain't never won nothing.
Right. You calling him the greatest point guard.
Point guard.
He been celebrated and ain't never won nothing.
Yeah, he's a nice point guard. He definitely makes his teammates better. You know what I'm saying? But he's a little dirty motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you really can't trust a nigga that was the class president either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying,
you see how he be hitting folks in the balls?
Yeah, bro, he been dirty for a long. And look. Only time I liked him when he was dirty when he was with us in Houston. Niggas, and now he on my squad.
Yeah, he on your squad.
I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, him be with me than, you know. But, hey, man, you know, he's really been doing this thing this year. You can't knock that. You know, Devin Booker's balling. DeAndre Ayton is balling. You know, they looking good, man. The Suns looking good. And the bench is strong, man. They bench is strong.
Shout out to Michael Williams, too.
Man, shout out to Money. They snubbed him on Coach of the Year.
I'm telling you.
Who knows why? He got snubbed on Coach of the Year.
The Knicks coach,
for them to come out that bubble like they did last year, acquire CP3, and then make the run they did this season, and then that playoff, man, how could he not win Coach of the Year?
Number one in the West?
Number one in the West. I don't understand it.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
Yeah. I mean, look, the one who won was the one who got it. Okay, now. But what I want y'all to see, okay, look. So now this the Suns fans are going crazy. Now this video is a little bit older. This is a couple of weeks old, but it's still relevant because the Suns are still in the playoffs. So this is a video from the Suns fan fight, right? So the Suns in 4. So if y'all agree it's Suns in 4, I say it's Suns in 6. But hey, who's saying? And here's the video real quick.
You never know what the hell you're going to see in the WWF. That's it, he said. But somebody stop the damn man. God, that's enough. Stop it. Oh, my God. Somebody get out here, really. I mean it. Need some help. My God, this is over. I cannot believe this is over right here. We need doctors out here. If somebody can get off their butt.
The commentary. Oh my God.
Bro, that
Jim Ross commentary.
That uppercut that sent them home. That one to grown was serious, boy. But see, that's what that little SA get though. You try to sneak that white boy, man. That white boy was prepared. What? The white boy was chilling. I'm talking about, man. My white boy was chilling. He chilling, enjoying the game. You know, fans we're gonna pop shit. That's what fans do. But man, when you tried to sneak that man, that's where you took your L. You tried to sneak him and you thought it was Gucci. They even finna take your partner down with you. He's sending both of you boys home sad.
He did that so calm.
Man, I'm telling you, he was like Suns and 4.
And then look. He whooped his ass and then got courtside tickets to the next round.
Right.
Shout out Devin Booker for hooking that man up with them courtside seats, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, sometimes you got to throw hands. You got to be prepared for anything. Do you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So shout out to the Suns. They definitely had him shook, though. But they were also saying that fan got that trademark. The Suns in 4, he got it trademark.
Shout out to
that. Now that right there, you turn going viral into, you know, a business or making money off of it. So, I mean, he was pretty quick with that. So that's shit.
Yeah.
What can you really say about that?
Smart move.
I mean, that makes sense for people. Okay. Now, did you see that Nigeria team just beat the USA in this exhibition game?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I got this little clip for you because Joe and I were talking about, you know, KD, he can't carry a team. That's why Brooklyn lost, you know, because it was on KD's shoulders and he folded. So there's this little clip right quick of KD, your boy KD.
Dang, I was hoping he was one block. I was hoping he was the one giving the block.
Man, let me tell you something.
Come on, KD. Like, that's what y'all get. That's exactly what y'all get.
So what I was saying was, it wasn't that KD crumbled in the semis or whatever round they lost in, because he definitely did his thing. He's dropping 50, 40s and all this. What I'm telling and what I'm saying is this. KD has literally shown us since he was at the University of Texas that if he is the Batman on the team, if he is the one controlling the pace of the team. If it's all on him, y'all ain't winning shit. Now, the only time that was even a little bit of a thing is when he went and inserted himself into that Golden State Warriors organization, which was already primed and ready for it was already built for excellence. Like Mark Jackson constructed it, Steve Kerr managed it, and KD came over there and made it like just put all the icing and all the other shit on there that was just way too much. You know what I'm saying? But now you constructing a team around him and KD's your main focal point and he man, I don't know what it is. The man is a hell of a player. Don't get it twisted. The dude can hoop. He's a 7-foot killer. That you know what I'm saying? But hey, the team on his back, he got to carry the team. No, it's never gonna end good. Him, James Harden, playoff P, what's my man over there in Washington? Bradley Beal. No, those type of dudes, these electric scorers that you know what I'm saying?
Those people that you just named are actually on the Olympic team at the moment.
Come on, I'm telling you. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't win the gold. We should win it, but I wouldn't be surprised. But you got too many of the same guys together. Who's the leader over there? Like, who's really gonna be the leader? Where's CP3? Yeah, he's still, finally in the finals, so he's doing something new. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know who the point guard is over there.
Dang, Jason Tatum's on the team.
What? Come on, man. Are we kidding?
Damian Lillard, that's who it is. I couldn't think. Damian Lillard is the point guard.
And he right now, he's even questioning about loyalty in the league and all that right now. So, like, Dame is in a little crazy spot right now. You know what I mean?
I hope he leaves, man. I really do. I think he wasted a lot.
You want him to leave? You want him to leave Portland?
Yeah, he wasted years in Portland.
I feel like they're not really putting the correct pieces around him. Even though I like CJ McCollum, he's a dog. He's a bona fide scorer as well. But it's just like, I just feel like he needs more, like maybe another piece or two, But even Dame is a dog, man. But it's like
can't get over the hump.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
but why? What is the reason? I'm interested to see if he does one more year there. He's definitely gonna leave. If they don't win this
upcoming season. If he go to LA, man, shit, the West is in trouble. Because him with Bron and AD and them, they are. But see, let me not say that. Let me not go too far ahead and say that they'll win the championship immediately. Because them two light skinned boys coming back next year and Golden State.
Oh yeah, Clay and Steph.
Mama called him Clay. He's coming back. You know what I mean? He been doing his thing. I'm talking about fiending the hoop, like on the boat tripping, talking about getting jumpers, shooting 100 jumpers. Like, hey, the Golden State Warriors are going to be a team to be reckoned with next year in the West. That's for sure. Because Andrew Wiggins came, he had a very good season, very productive. In my opinion, he was the most productive, the most improved player in the NBA. In my opinion, I saw him playing D on LeBron James. I didn't know who the hell he was. I'm like, what? It was crazy. So, I like, Steph, Clay with Andrew Wiggins. Big youngster in the middle. I like what they can do next year.
Yeah.
I like to see LeBron and AD come back a little more healthy. See what they bring to the table. NBA is going to be electric next year. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of electricity, your girl, Rachel Nichols. So do you recall this story about, have you guys been seeing the story about her and Maria Taylor, right. About Rachel Nichols and the derogatory kind of racial comments that she was making towards Maria Taylor about her only reason why she got the position was basically that ESPN was trying to diversify their broadcast, so they needed to have a sprinkle of, color here and there.
Niggerdom.
And that's the reason why Maria Taylor was given the position.
Right. Nothing to do with Maria Taylor being actually a good analyst, a great reporter, you know what I'm saying, giving good energy on the camera. None of that matters.
No, none of that. So this is all the way dating back to the bubble. So the recording was actually a year old, but it just resurfaced now because Rachel was wanting to report the NBA finals. Now ESPN was like, we're not gonna have this, but she still has her job. So my question is,
I didn't feel like she was gonna lose her job. I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm just, like certain people get to say things or, do things that are not honorable, like Paul Pierce, for example. Paul Pierce was cutting up, doing the videos and stuff like that, and he ended up losing his job.
Right.
And
that was crazy. Like, they talking about because he was blowing in the background, had strippers and all. It wasn't even smoking in the camera, was it?
They weren't smoking in the camera.
Yeah, it was just, he was enjoying himself at his own property. He wasn't hurting nobody. Like, why do we get to justify or say how people enjoy themselves or spend their time away from work? He didn't do anything illegal.
No. So my question is basically, because there are rumors swirling about Rachel Nichols, like during the bubble, she was like getting with some of the NBA players and stuff like that. But do y'all feel like it's still fair for her to have her position, even though she was on the call saying, like making fun of Black Lives Matter, making fun of the Me Too movement. And it was actually with LeBron's advisor that she was talking to. And he's Rich Paul's associate as well. So do y'all think that was fair?
No, I do not. I think she should have lost her job, but I knew she wasn't going to lose her job per se, because who she is into the company, who she's related to, just who she is. Did she apologize? Whatever.
Apology.
Whatever you call it, but yeah, she apologized. So yeah, it's expected for her to keep her job just in the society we're in today.
Yeah, like I said, when I heard it, I was just like, shout out to Rachel Nichols, just expressing how she really feels. Listening now, we know how she feels. That's one thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't hide that anymore. It's just, why didn't Maria Taylor, in your eyes, deserve that job? I like Maria Taylor.
She's a hooper.
New person on TV. I don't like seeing the same old thing over and over. It's something fresh. She can relate to the players. Clearly, she played basketball. Rachel Nichols, did you even hoop? What did you do? Like, exactly. What sports did you play that guy can justify you having to be over Maria Taylor, somebody that actually played basketball, that actually knows, the game? Not saying that you don't know the game, but you just never played it. So you can't relate to somebody that has played it.
Which is Diane Sawyer's niece or whatever, daughter-in-law.
That ain't surprising. Who else is she related to is the real damn question. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to Jalen Rose's daughter for, Jalen Rose gave his daughter that juice for her to just come. The way she got on camera with that, like Daddy just gave her the game and she just went to spilling it. So, but we need to hear that. So I'm very happy that you put that information out there, because now we know.
And we know Stacks Jax. Hey, I'm looking for you because I'm sick of him because he's literally up here, he's supporting Rachel and he's like trying to vilify Maria Taylor in some ways. And I'm like, whose side are you on? Like, ever since Kwame Brown been on your ass, you've been showing out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you where you at.
I don't really know if it was the Kwame thing that is when he turned Muslim, but it's just so close.
It's coincidental.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it's coincidental.
But yeah, Stacks. I don't really know, man. It's I'm kind of torn with that. I don't really like how Stacks is talking. Even with the whole Muslim movement and everything. But then you still say that Kwame Brown's life is trash. How the hell is this man's life trash? And this man got all that money from the NBA. I ain't never seen him on no episode of 30 for 30. He got land.
I know. What was the?
He got Cal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Antoine Walker, Lord of mercy.
He got paid.
He got paid. He got paid. Shout out to Quan Brown.
You went broke.
Shout out to Geechee Third Eye, man. You know what I mean? Mama's cooking, man.
Sprinkle it on him one time. Okay, so I wanted to also talk about. The Olympics are getting ready to start in less than 10 days. So the athletes are getting ready to start making their way out to Tokyo. Tokyo has also issued a state of emergency for the COVID-19. So they are not allowing fans to be in the arenas. They planned on having them at 50% capacity. So they just decided to do away with that. So Sha'Carri, now everybody knows Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yep.
Everybody's aware of, her blazing track speed and blazing other things. And, just making a name for herself. But she was actually not. She's no longer able to, make it to Tokyo, so she's not going to run the 100 or the 4x1 or anything like that. Do you feel as though it's fair or that these rules should be changed? Because what they were saying is the reason why she didn't get picked for the 4x1 is because, basically it's too close to the competition, so they can't change the rules. But how do you feel about marijuana, with the athletes? And do you feel like it's an enhancer or a performance enhancer?
Well, hold on now. Before you answer that, Southern, we got to restructure that question. We can't say, is it fair? Because she knew what the rules were and they were violated, so it was fair. Now, do we agree with this shit? That's the question that we need to be asking. You know what I mean?
I mean, is it fair? Like, is it fair for that to be a rule? Is it fair for that to be? Is marijuana a performance enhancing drug to where it should be banned on that level?
No, they should. They definitely need to take a look at it because other sports have definitely started doing that. But I don't like it, but it was definitely fair because those are the Olympic guidelines. They have the banned substances that are in there. Sha'Carri, she knew that. She ate that, in the minute. And that, I think that's what rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, is that she accepted responsibility for what she did so fast before you could even talk shit. Like, all right, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. But when she accepted it, you dead. Now, everybody with these old extra I'm so perfect opinions, and that was what disturbed me. But man, Southern, go ahead, man, because I can go for days about this.
Like you say, she knew the rules, so for whatever punishment she knew she was gonna get, I guess that's we can consider that fair. But most definitely, the rules need to be looked at. Marijuana has been sold in plenty of states. A lot of people who's judging how marijuana stocks and are involved into the marijuana field, but you're standing handing out punishment over marijuana and you're invested into it. So
talk to them now.
Yeah, that's most definitely has to change because like marijuana is very profitable. It's a profitable crop. They need to legalize it in every state and go by the guidelines of just taking it up out of sports because it's legal in the states.
Right. See, my thing is like, I wonder if she could have said, had a little medical pass and like, it's my medication. You know what I mean? I wonder if she tried that because I feel like, some medicines, I know some medicines have steroids, and I don't know if it's anabolic steroids,
Did she not know when the drug test was about to happen? Did they
I think it is random with the Olympics. I'm not sure.
Her little cousin Pootie or somebody didn't have no little test for her. the urine on I'm confused. They didn't have.
This the thing though, man.
How can she not avoid that?
These new wave trappers, they different, man. I promise, if this was like in the, early 2000s, like the 90s,
wouldn't even sold or nothing.
It wouldn't have sold it to them. Like, nah, baby girl, you got them Olympics.
Sold or nothing.
Come on, man. Holler at me after the Olympics. I got you. You feel me? Right now, you go. Get up out this trap, Milo. Get up out of there, man.
Hey, man, you got to be one step ahead of these people, man. You got to be ready. She should have been detoxing instantly. Because, did she smoke the day before and then they tested her right after? I'm like, because it stays in your system. It stays in your system for 72 hours. If you
marijuana?
Yeah, if you just like you smoked the day before. I don't know. I
don't know that.
I'm just wondering. Because now that
I was just saying, I hope she capitalizes from all the publicity.
Oh, she is. Yeah,
she's definitely capitalizing.
It's definitely more good. It's definitely doing more good than bad because she's gonna be in the next two Olympics for sure. And now she's gonna probably have a lot of definitely got more support. I'm just interested in seeing the brands that want to get behind her or endorse her moving forward. That's what I'm interested in seeing. She might get a couple of marijuana sponsors. Hey, Burner, holla at her, man. Cookies. You know what I'm saying? Satellite OG. You know what I mean? Where y'all at? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
put that money down.
And there are still, I've been seeing people on Facebook and Twitter talking about, there's still other Black athletes to support. Sha'Carri wasn't the only one participating in the Olympics, which is true. Yes. Simone Biles, for example, people still support Simone, and people were gravitating more towards Sha'Carri because she's a new face. She just came onto the scene. This would have been her first Olympics. Simone has already been to 2 Olympics, I believe.
I just feel like a lot of people like Sha'Carri because they can relate to her. She looks like your home or your sister, or
she look like them, yes,
from your school, like in the inner city that you grew up with. It's a familiar face. Somebody that you feel like you have a connection with. Not to say Simone Biles does it because she's from the H2, so I heavily support her. But it's just like Sha'Carri just got this, she's just like a young black diva, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got the swag, man. She got it. She got the juice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like we gravitate towards that more, and she's outspoken, and it's a beautiful, and she's from Texas, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, that's showing out.
Representing. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and some organizations are also moving towards removing marijuana as a banned substance. So like UFC and boxing, they have decided that marijuana is no longer a banned substance. So it's becoming more progressive, and I think that the Olympics will review this and going forward, it may not be something that they are being so stringent on. So, we gonna see. They try to hold back as much as possible, but it's all good. And in other news, Bill Cosby has actually been released. For those of you who were unaware, Bill Cosby was actually released from jail this past week. So he was actually doing a 3-year sentence. So, he served 3 years out of the 10-year sentence that he had, I believe. How do you feel, Southern? Do you have mixed feelings about Bill Cosby being out? I mean, did you feel like it was wrong or wrongful decision? How did you feel about the whole thing?
I feel like if he did what they say he was accused of and did his time, what's the problem? I mean, that's what all the uproar was for. Okay, you did this, go do your time. He did his time. I mean, he's out.
But here it is, though, Southern. Man, the whole thing about what I read in an article that Cosby had a prior deal with the prosecution that if he spilled the beans and told him everything, he wouldn't have been charged for nothing. They wasn't going to charge him with anything. Like, that was the whole situation. So then when he spilled the beans or admitted to whatever, and they charged him and locked his ass up, it was like, whoa, they completely went against the agreement. So now, who knows why it took 3 years to get him out, but he went in there for 3, and he was 81 when he went in the damn place, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me not even act like I'm justifying any kind of sick act that he could or couldn't have been involved in.
Okay? Yeah, because he was the first one to be convicted in the Me Too era. That shit. In the Me Too era.
It was so crazy.
He was the only one to be tried and convicted, by the way.
But how does that work, though? Like, y'all had all this time to get this man when he was on top and way after the Cosby Show and doing all this stuff, man. You really waited till this man was 81 years old to try to put that full court on him like that? That was crazy to me. And then all these different women coming. It's like, where y'all been at? I'm just asking, where have y'all been at? Now then y'all lock this man up. Then it comes out that y'all had an agreement prior. Now he about to sue the hell out your ass, and he's seeking payment, retribution for supposedly the state is supposed to pay Cosby now for what for what they did because they violated the agreement.
Supposedly. They should. They playing a very dirty game. He probably don't even know which one they working.
I'm telling you, can tell, man. That's why he ain't even talking. He just giving looks and throwing signs. I mean, that was so crazy. He got out, man. That man looked at that woman. She just started regurgitating shit like he said everything. I didn't see his mouth move. That he's so happy to be here. He's just so overwhelmed. I'm like, he said that? Man, mouth didn't even move. Cosby's a gangster.
It's hard out here, man.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I want people to receive the justice that they deserve, but at the same time, it does not need to be unjust. Right. You know, if the prosecutors made an agreement with him and they went against that, then they're definitely in the wrong.
Their ass is in trouble.
Their
ass is in trouble.
If his release was based off of that, then so be it. But he definitely did serve time for the potential, situation. So,
hey man, shout out Cosby. Now he trending with
the 2 steps look back.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, when I saw him do it the first time, I tripped out. I was like, hey, why did he do that?
2 steps look back.
It's so quick and so crazy. I was just like,
he knew something we didn't know.
Something we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like Cosby, man, he's just a different kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But if they went against what they agreed upon, man, there got to be retribution for that.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. They just set him up. Sound like a real big setup. I need to read more into that one right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Very interesting, bro.
It's very interesting how they did it. And they know. I don't know if they just felt like nobody was going to find out, or that they were just gonna give up and just kind of let the sentence carry out. But I mean, he's an old man already, so I don't know. Who knows what they were thinking?
Up at 81, man.
Who knows what they were thinking?
And then they have him in max or something. Like, God, I mean,
10.
What was they trying to? They was really wanting him to die in there, man. That's crazy.
It's a cold world. But Mr. Joe, this is everyone's favorite portion of the show. Are you ready?
What's that?
Random question.
Oh, okay.
So we have some random questions for you, Southern. I hope you're ready. They are really random, so just answer as best as you can.
Let's get it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Joe, take it away.
Let me see. I ain't gonna make it too complicated. I'm gonna just Southern, man. You from Columbus, Georgia. Who, in your humble opinion, is the best rap group to come out of Georgia?
The best rap group to come out of Georgia?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to say Outkast. I lean heavy on Goody Mob too.
That's the answer I was expecting to hear, but hey, it don't matter what I'm expecting to hear.
Outkast and Goody Mob, man, I just love them, man. Shout out to the Dungeon family, man. Like they grew me up, man. I grew up on their music, man. I got like the room I'm sitting in, I had like billion of Outkast, 8 Baller, MJG, UGK, Goody Mob. If I could show y'all, hold on. Like I have shout out to Keep Art Gallery.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, these are dope. Like if you go to Get Goodies, the headquarters store in Columbus, he has paintings of these by the same artist of like himself and Outkast and things of that nature. But I own like 6 of them. But like I'm very inspired by a lot of Southern groups. Outkast just probably going to be I think because that was like I don't know. It's like if you say Georgia, yeah. Then
I definitely restricted it to Georgia for sure.
Yeah, if you say Georgia, I'll go with Outkast, but give an honorable mention to Goody Mob.
Okay,
that's fair.
Now, my second question is: if Southern wasn't doing the SRT mixtapes, and the things that you have going on, you will be doing blank.
I working at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
CBD and THC in another state.
Okay.
So you would have a dispensary? You would own a dispensary
a
or
legal trapper?
Just having my own having like my own strand, like my own company, like a Cookies, like a Gas House, like a Zookies, like having your own brand of products, or like Get Goodies.
Okay, I like that.
Well, might be something to look into.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Gotta give goodies, man. Might have to come tap into that in the ATL next time we down there, man. Get what up?
It's going down.
Already.
Where we at next?
I mean, I'm just happy. Like that was a good question. What would you rather be doing? It's interesting. But just that's really most what we got. I mean, we just vibing out.
Man,
you had any more
hey, Southern, man, can we get something off that mixtape? Right? Can you take us out with something off that mixtape or something, bro? Can we get that?
Get a song off the mixtape.
Man, don't get a song off the mixtape, bro.
All right, let me see how it sounds when it comes through.
You know what I mean? Just humbly take us up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you guys are tapped in. Follow Southern at SRT Media TV on his Instagram. He has the links in his bio to take you guys to all of his information.
Yes, sir. And if y'all want to, I kind of just like put that full course surprise press on Southern. He ain't know he's dropping on mixtape either, so I'm gonna let him, take his time and get him ready, because I definitely just, I
dropped it on one time.
Yes,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know if y'all knew about like the turkey leg hut.
Yeah, I heard. I seen everybody.
You have heard about that? Okay, it's funny. It's funny. So real quick, this is the dress code. This is the dress code for Turkey Leg Hut. While Southern gets queued up here, so they were saying, no excessive revealing clothing, no house attire, no bonnets. Basically, no do rags. They don't want you coming in looking crazy or anything like that. And I just thought it's kind of funny, as a Black-owned business, if you want people to observe you or appreciate your business in a specific way, I think that you need to present yourself in that manner from the beginning. You built up your clientele off of these customers who were coming in there looking how they were looking. And, now that you've reached a certain level of status, it's just like, we don't want y'all coming in here looking crazy no more.
Why you can't come get the turkey leg with your bonnet on? I don't understand that,
that's
man.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought turkey leg cut was appealing to the urban community. You know what I mean? Bonnet gang is urban. Now, I really wonder what they would say to a non-melanated person that came with the bonnet on, if they even wear bonnets.
They don't wear bonnets.
I mean, you might see one of them. You might see somebody non-melanated.
Right now, if it was somebody famous, so like, what if Beyonce came and she had on damn bonnet?
Stop it! B show with that bonnet, man. They
what you need, B?
So fast. Stop it!
What you need, B?
I'm all right. It's like, what you need, B? Like, we got turkey leg, we got what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so
they gonna bring
the
cooks from back there to come holler at B.
All I'm saying is, treat the customers who've helped you build your business, respect them. I understand, people trying to go and grow and elevate and all that good stuff, but
yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with evolution.
Don't
ain't nothing wrong with growth. There's nothing wrong with, wanting better, but at the expense of your core base, I don't think that's good business or that's smart. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't run Turkey Leg Hut. You know what I mean? But hey,
it's like they're saying, it's a double message. They're saying one message, but they mean another thing.
Right.
Exactly. And for those of you who are not in Houston, or if you haven't, Turkey Leg Hut is one of the most popular restaurants in Houston. It's Black owned. It is just as the name sounds. You literally can go get you a huge turkey leg stuffed with whatever. But it's long lines. You got people waiting out in the sun.
Unless you plugged in. If you plugged in,
you slide right in. You know
what I'm saying? You a regular degular in the city. Your ass gonna wait in that line. Good luck.
But I'm talking about
Daddy 45.
It's hot. So
humidity.
I'm not gonna be up here in a suit and tie waiting on a damn turkey leg. No. Like, come on.
Unless they got them sideline fans, going on, blowing on people. Hopefully they do.
Hey, I seen y'all rap video too, man. That was dope.
Humbly, man. Hey, album coming soon.
You know what I'm saying? We dropped it, triple platinum. We going triple platinum.
Soon,
he hanging all out the whip. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him. So I ain't gonna play with him. Man. Oh
man, the matching fits. Oh my God, boy. Yeah, boy. Y'all doing it.
713 day is coming up. 713 day is coming up. So for all the H-Town G's.
Shout out Paul Wall, man. Shout out Kiki. Shout out my boy Rob Gillette, man. You know, man. They go. You can catch them all performing at this 713 performance, man. I wish I had all the information. I'd definitely drop it down to you because, it's definitely gonna be electric in the city that day. A lot of H-Town love going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be beautiful, man. So how we looking on that outro, man?
Oh man, we queued up, man. I'm ready.
Hey,
all right, man. Look. Hey, this awesome other shit with your boy Joe Prophet, my girl Monet Banks. We giving you opinions back with facts, straight like that. Hey man, let's get to it. Let's go. My boy Southern finna take us home with one of these beautiful tunes off his mixtape. Y'all dropping the link. Y'all holler at Southern, man, and we'll see y'all next week.
Southern Classics is on.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, Southern Rap Tune?
Yeah.
Politics with the mayor, man. Elected by the streets, man. Here we go, man.
We get it.
What's happening? Southern Rap Tune. Southern Trap Tune.
Young Dog. Money Man. Whole lot of.
Yeah.
Over here, you know that a whole lot of who up is I, cause you know that I still got it. Whole lot of be on me. I walk in, I'm a showstop. Whole lot of hair, that's a new chop. Whole lot of new chop. Whole lot of AP and new paper. Whole lot of pressure, new flavor. Whole lot of skits on do say.
Make sure I get y'all some merch too, man.
You feel me? I like that.
We need that Richard and Famous.
Already.
Johnny, he made me like 4 rain. Whole lot of hats, I be using it butane. Whole lot of guns on the new way.
On some other shit, yes, I'm on some